Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I am doing my very first anti-haul. I don't know what it is, but a lot of you want to see a anti-haul from me. Ever since it started trending a couple months ago, I get it everywhere: Twitter, Snap. Here are my comments on YouTube. Can you do an anti-haul? Can you do an anti-haul? I told you guys I would do one closer to the end of the year. This is close enough. I am finally doing my first one. So if you want to see what I don't want to purchase, then stay tuned. Okay, so let's just get this out of the way so I can move on to things that might actually surprise you guys that I'm not going to purchase. I will not purchase anything from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. You know, I'm just not here for the constant beefing with brands and other influencers, most of which he initiated. I'm not here for the racist comments. I'm not here for the non-apology apologies. And I'm simply not here for brands that will attack or block you as a customer because you don't rave about all of their products. So for all of those reasons, I'm good on Jeffree Star. Now, the next thing I will not be purchasing is the Natasha Denona Lila palette. This retails for $129, and honestly, I won't be purchasing anything Natasha Denona for a couple of reasons. One, I simply can't justify the price of a majority of her products. Her eyeshadow palettes are usually somewhere around $129 or $240, and I just don't see it. You know, from the reviews that I've seen, everyone talks about it, you know, when it first comes out, and then you never really see anyone using it as like a go-to everyday or a holy grail palette. And I've seen some reviews that just flat out do not recommend the palette. Her foundation was somewhere around $45, and the darkest shade that foundation came in, it said the undertone is orange. Like, it literally said orange. That was all I needed to know about that foundation. And the main reason, you know, the prices are just an added bonus on why I won't purchase anything. But the main reason I won't purchase anything is what I said a couple of seconds ago. I'm simply not here for brands that will attack you because you give your feedback as a consumer on their products. Basically, there was a YouTuber who purchased one of her palettes, you know, said these were the ingredients that she didn't really care for in the palettes. She gave her honest opinion on what she thought of the palettes. And Natasha Denona herself, like, it's one thing if an employee of the company does it, they can easily be fired. But when the owner of the company attacks someone, it's just like, I'm good on you. Basically, Natasha Denona said the girl was pathetic. She, you know, basically said it was because the YouTuber didn't know what she was doing. And that is one of my biggest pet peeves with brands. I can't stand when a brand gets feedback on something that might be wrong with their product or just how someone feels about their product, and they basically blame the customer and blame it on user error. You know, I don't remember Sephora or Ulta asking for my credentials before I leave a review on their website. I don't remember, you know, looking at any reviews on their website and saying, you know, how qualified are you to give me advice on this lipstick? You know, how many years have you been in the business? Because that's not how a review works, okay? If I want to know all that stuff, I'll go to a masterclass by a makeup artist. I will look up how-to videos if I want to know how to do something with makeup. But a review is just that. It's someone who purchased or someone who has had experience with the product telling you how it worked for them. So for you to say that they're wrong because they don't know what they're doing, that's not how this works, okay? And if that's how companies want it, then I'm gonna need them to make that known when they're advertising these products, okay? Advertise it that you should be a makeup artist, you should be a pro makeup artist, you should have 10 years experience, you should be a celebrity makeup artist if you want to purchase this product, because that's not a majority of the people who are purchasing your products. A majority of the people who are purchasing your products are the everyday nurse, the everyday cashier, the everyday bus driver who don't have time for all of that. Or if you don't want to, because, you know, it'd be kind of stupid to say don't purchase this if you're not a makeup artist, I'm gonna need you to send instructions on how to use your product, all right? Literally send a sheet in like Dose of Colors did with Desi and Katie's collaboration and say, use this eyeshadow like this, apply this blush like that, if that's how you feel. And let the consumer decide if they want to go through the hassle of learning how to use your, you know what? Let's just move on to the next thing that I will not be buying because Miss Natasha done pissed me off. So the next thing in this anti-haul is the Huda Beauty Desert Dust palette. This retails for $65. I don't know what it is about Huda Beauty, but every time she releases a product, I'm just like, okay. I am just never inspired by any of her products. Looking at this palette, it has more shimmers than I would care for, and the matte shades, I don't know, I'm not here for much of anything that's Huda Beauty. The only thing I've ever tried are her one pair of eyelashes, and they were just okay. I don't know what it is. Now, while we're at it, Kim Kardashian West is making it very easy for KKW Beauty to not receive a dime from me. First, it was the Creme contour kit, and that was an easy, hard pass for me just because I don't like cream contour. I have oily skin, so I like to use, highlight powders and powder contours. But then she released the powder contour kit, and you would think, okay, well, you said you use powder contour, why not this kit? I looked at the actual kit, which I believe comes in 3 different, shades. And I'm looking at the darkest one, which I believe is called Deep Dark or Dark Deep, whatever. This retails for $52, and I'm looking at this kit, like the contours look like they could be powder foundations for me. Like, I've seen people use them in their reviews and show pictures and stuff. 1, they kind of look gray, and 2, they look like they could be my actual skin tone, which confuses me because it's a contour. I'm simply just not impressed with the shade range. Even if it did end up being a little bit darker than me, it's not dark enough to the point where it's a contour that could actually show for me. And at this point, I have enough contours like that don't show up on my skin that I'm using, so there's no reason for me to drop $52, which I'm sure will be somewhere around $60 after tax. So now this next thing, I didn't want to have to add it to this anti-haul, but I gotta add it to this anti-haul. They are the 2 lipsticks that Nicki Minaj has collaborated with MAC Cosmetics to make. Now, if you follow me on Twitter, then you know when Trend Mood released this promotion, I was hype. I was like, what? Nicki's dropping her collab the day before Rihanna's dropping her beauty line. All I need is a line from Beyonce to drop the very next day, and my makeup collection is complete. I don't need anything else. However, then I saw what the lipsticks actually look like, and they just scream, dusty pink and Pepto-Bismol pink, and I'm just not here for it. Between this promotion and what they actually look like, they don't look the same whatsoever, and I feel like every picture I've seen them in, they don't look the same whatsoever, but they're definitely not these brownie nudes that they appear to look like in this promotion. And before anyone says, all you need is a lip liner, I'm aware. Okay, I think we all know by now that you can manipulate any color that you want to wear, but there are some colors that some of us just don't want to bother trying to manipulate, and these are 2 of those for me. I mean, the Nicki's nude looks like something that I could see myself purchasing, maybe. I really don't, but maybe if I see it on someone whose skin tone is similar to mine, I might change my mind. I don't foresee that happening, but it could, but for now, I'm good on this. There is a part 2 to their collaboration, so, hopefully I will find something that I like more there, but for now, I'm good. So the next thing I will not be buying is the Beauty Blender Blender All Seasons Holiday Kit. I can't tell if this comes with 4 beauty blenders, if it comes with 8 because of the reflection in the picture, but I'm pretty sure it's just 4 beauty blenders. But whether it's 8 beauty blenders, 4 beauty blenders, or 1 beauty blender, that's too many beauty blenders for me. This retails for $65. If I'm gonna be honest, I don't use the beauty blender anymore. Alyssa Ashley was raving about the Tarte blending sponge, so I picked it up, and so far her recommendations have not steered me wrong because I like it better than I like the beauty blender. Ironically, I can't find my Tarte sponge, so I had to use a beauty blender today, but that's another reason why I wouldn't purchase another beauty blender. The first one I purchased was the black one, and that holds up pretty well as far as the color goes when you try to wash it. But this is the nude beauty blender, which is stained now because I used it for my foundation today. After the first wash, I pretty much washed all the color away, so I don't see a point in purchasing the colored beauty blenders. Like, they had an orange one and a marble pink one, and that color's just gonna wash off as soon as you wash it. And again, like I said, I found something that I like better than the beauty blender, so I will not be purchasing that kit. Now, It Cosmetics is another company that makes it very easy for me to not purchase anything from them because it's very easy to not purchase something that doesn't exist. They just released, I want to say 50 products. They're Bye Bye Acne, Bye Bye Wrinkle, whatever it is, and the only thing I would be able to purchase from them is their skincare, but I wouldn't purchase skincare from them because of their complexion products. They have a history of their shade ranges being trash. Okay, I will upload here a picture of some of their foundations and their concealers in the darkest shade that they offer, and you can see why I can't purchase anything from IT Cosmetics. They make it very clear that they are not going to elaborate on their shade ranges, because, you know, that's an excuse people like to say, oh, well, they're just coming out with shades later. Some of these products have been out for years, and they have not added any shades on either end, darker shades or lighter shades. So I'm just kind of good on the whole company. Like I said, if there's nothing for me to buy, then that's an easy way for me to save money. So there are only 2 more things I will not be purchasing, one of which is the Lorac Cosmetics Mega Pro 4. This is a holiday palette, so they haven't released much information on when it's coming out or how much it costs, but I'm just looking at it and the only thing that's coming to mind is muddy. Like, this just looks extremely muddy. I don't know how else to describe it. Like, when your shimmers don't shim, it's just like, what are we doing? Like, the shimmers in this palette even look muddy. I don't know how a company manages to have that happen, but they did, and I'm not really here for it. Really, the only Mega Pro palette that I liked was the second one, but by the time I had found out about it, obviously it was no longer for sale. But I know they are bringing back the original Mega Pro if any of you are interested in that one, but for me it'll be a pass on the Mega Pro 4. And the last thing I will not be purchasing is the Bitter Lace Beauty Mermaid Dreams bundle. You get 11 highlighters, the Mermaid Dreams palette, and 1 Shellfish compact. So basically it's a highlights palette and 1 compact that comes with 1 extra highlight in it, and this retails for $214 and $240 after tax. What? So I'm looking at the colors in this palette. There's a blue, there's a borderline green, there's pink, there's purple, there's silver. I already own the Moonchild palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. If I want more color, I can just go get the Aurora palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills, both of which will cost me less than $214. I'm looking at this trying to figure out what it is. You know, the designs on the highlights are very pretty, but they're not going to translate to your face. You know, you're not going to dip your brush in there and suddenly have little swirls or a star on the side of your face, so it can't be that. Now, you can purchase all of these separately. I believe they retail for $18 each, and it's the, you know, the whole bundle, including the palette and the compact, that makes it $214. This is the company that was the originator of the rainbow highlight, so I don't know if it's the popularity from that has them, you know, charging $214 for some highlights. But I'm gonna need Ariel to come show me what these highlights look like under the sea for that price. Poseidon himself better come give me the okay to purchase this for $214. So that is it for this anti-haul. Let me know in the comments down below some things that you guys will not be purchasing in the upcoming holiday season. Make sure to thumbs up, comment, and subscribe down below. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.